Step on the deck, we need to stretch. Mama the truth, playing it cool, wipe out the sweat. Get in the zone, king on the throne, I'm about to flex. Home run, I'm throwing by their opponent, show me who next. Play in the field, look alive, slide, die, line drive like Dion on prime time. I'm 0 to end, why bun down when I settle in, I break ground. Steal the base when you not around. Golden glove with a triple crown, I raise the ring cause I hold it down. I'm about to chase, money in case, clean up base, pick up the pace. I'm about to chase, money in case, clean up base. Got a call for it if you got it. Ain't no style.
There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Tonight, it's the first of 4 between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Oakland A's. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and D-Row will see a highly anticipated Major League debut in this one of the elite prospects in the game.
Yeah, this is a special day for the entire sport when you really think about it. Certainly special for the kid in this organization. But I'll tell you, when a prospect of his caliber graduates to the big league level, the baseball world stops and takes notice. I know it's just one game. We're going to put a lot of focus on his performance here today. And it probably really doesn't mean that much, but it would be awesome to see him come out and put on a show for us.
Major League Baseball on the show is next. Paul Blackburn will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy wasn't too bad in his last one, Matt. Pitched all the way through the 6th inning. And listen, that's what you ask for nowadays. If you can get your starter to get you through the 6th inning and turn it over to the bullpen, he took the loss in the last one, but he actually pitched pretty well.
Stepping up is Gabriel Moreno. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Gabriel Moreno.
Here's the first pitch. Start of a 4-game set as the game's first pitch misses for ball 1. And Dan, D-Row, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape. Winners in 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Outside, 3-0 now. Well, making it to the bigs was far from guaranteed for him. It's got to be a great feeling to finally have that Major League jersey on his back, huh?
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments, had to look in the mirror and decide, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life, grinding it out on the buses in the minor leagues? But it all comes to fruition now, stepping into the batter's box in the big leagues for the first time.
And he fouls this one off. Three-two pitch. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
Misses, ball 2. Moreno gets his lead at first, nobody out. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
Here's Randall Grichuk. As he'll take a look at ball one. The average sitting at 297 here to start things out. 6 home runs, 10 RBIs. The 1-0. Weak grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball, 1-1. Runners on first with one down. This one's down to third. Chapman has it cleanly. Relay to Olsen. They turn the double play, and that retires the side. Nothing across here this half, and the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Trent Thornton gets the call for game one of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
So Elvis Andrus the next to bat. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here it comes now to Andrus. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in fresh off a victory last time out, but it comes on the heels of a 5-game losing streak prior to that.
All right, Matty, they show up for game one of this road trip. They have to find a way to play a little bit better baseball. Coming off a recent homestand where they were only able to squeak out 3 wins, but at the end of the day, the way this team's been playing, 3 wins is a significant positive. So let's see how game one of this road trip treats them.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Great job right there, scrambling a nasty breaking ball off the plate.
And there's one gone to start the night. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
Here's Jed Lowry now, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 2 home runs and 7 driven in. 1-1 the count. Now here's the pitch. Fouled off. Here comes the 1-2. One out, nobody on. 1-2 pitch is a bit high, and he's back to even at 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
On the run is Hernandez. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Batting third, the first baseman, Matt Olsen.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olsen. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch coming. Here it is. Two out, nobody on. Fly ball into straightaway left. Davis will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the A's, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, it doesn't appear that we're going to get much of a break from this rain at all as the game progresses. However, I am also hearing that this rain isn't supposed to intensify too much. The grounds crew will be on standby just in case the umpires do call a delay, but the goal is to get this one in uninterrupted.
Yeah, Heidi, and thanks. Even with all the technology that we have today to be able to forecast the weather accurately, one never knows what Mother Nature has in store. First offering on its way. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
3-1 to him now. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
A bullet to first base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And I'm locking in on Matt Chapman. Without a doubt, one of the premier defenders in our sport. You know what? He's often compared to his former high school teammate. Bet people didn't know Nolan Arenado and him shared dugouts in high school. He's going to be at the top of the leaderboard this year. Defensive run saved. Lock in on him. He's going to make a backhand gem.
Bo Bichette comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
2-0 count and the pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4. Stepping in for the Jays, Marcus Semien, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
A ball and a strike now. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Piscotty on his horse. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting in, the right fielder, number 13.
So now here is Lourdes Gurriel looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The 1-0. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The set and the 1-1.
I got 2-1 to count.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The set and the 2-1. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Just got a piece of that one. Perhaps shortening up now will get the ball in play. No score here as we play inning number 2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Heading after it is Piscotty. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go as the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Matt Chapman.
First pitch on its way. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Chapman, a California native, actually. He was selected in the first round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here comes the 1-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Standing in now, Mitch Moreland. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 3 homers and 6 RBIs. Fouled away. Bottom of the second here with no score. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Struck him out.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in a count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 264 is average entering play. 3 homers and 8 runs batted in. Hit on the ground to short. Bichette's got it. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. The love of the game runs deep with these folks. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show.
Back now in Oakland, home of the A's, who've certainly treated these fans to some impressive pitching so far this year. They come into this one among the league leaders in both team ERA and walks allowed, something members of the pitching staff told me they take a lot of pride in. They told me how important it is in today's game to not give up any freebies, because with so many teams and players swinging for the home run, it's absolutely crucial to avoid having guys on base if someone does connect. Now, that makes perfect sense, guys, but we all know it's easier said than done, so they've got a lot to be proud of.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
And stepping in, Gabriel Moreno. First pitch on its way. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Now batting.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Blue Jays go down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. And that brings up Chad Pinder. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. Let's see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
And there's the first hit of the game for the A's.
Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down.
And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
Yeah, and after that one, it looks like the first one of the game could be coming pretty soon. He got a pitch that he liked, and he roped it to the outfield. Then he showed the speed necessary to make it all the way around to third.
And it's fouled away. Pinder at third with nobody out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect.
And there's a base hit as the run will score from third, and the A's have taken a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
1-0 count. Here it is.
2-0.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Fly ball right down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. 3-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line.
And he runs it down in the bullpen.
Now batting, shortstop, Elvis Andrus.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. As a look, now the pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Runner at first here, one man out. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Has a look, now the pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. So here is Jed Lowry.
Now
Flew out last time up.
Jed
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch.
Yep, that ball went out. Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
The 2-2 one more time. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 2-2 one more time.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
This pitch is popped up. Simeon is there. And that will end the inning. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. All set for the start of the inning, and the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next.
Still a big bagel in that hit column, and this is where the frustration can start setting in on a team if they're not careful. It's never a good feeling when you know the guy out there on the mound is completely shutting you down.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
The 1-0. Hit hard down the line. And a diving effort there at third. Good way to bruise your ribs. How much for one of them ribs? It's a foul ball. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And it's a full count, 3-2 to the Blue Jays DH.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
And he fouls this one off. The 3-2 one more time. And another foul ball. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He drew a base on balls his first time up. The windup and the 0-1.
0-1. 1-0.
Takes this the other way to right. And that's the first hit in this one for the Blue Jays.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Into the box now, Rowdy Tellez. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in a wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
Now the 2-1 is in there for the second strike.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
Guerrero leads off first with one away. Lifted in the air out to left. Pinder will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 11, shortstop.
Two are gone now in the Blue Jays half of the fourth. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. Now here's the first offering.
Ball, that's inside.
The 1-0 delivery. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Now the relay home. And he will be tagged out at the plate. So it remains a one-run deficit here as the side is retired. Blue Jays held in check. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored one run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Bottom of the inning now, and that brings in the big power-hitting first baseman, Matt Olson.
First baseman, Matt Olson.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
So it was a swinging strike three. Matt Olson becomes the first out in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Chapman.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. He grounds it sharply to third. He's got it on to first, and there are two down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Mitch Moreland.
Next, it'll be Mitch Moreland, struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
As he will take strike one on the fastball here, no balls and a strike.
He'll take that first pitch strike all day long. If they're going to take 0-0, he's going to pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1 than 1-0.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. And a fastball that misses up in the zone here. It's 2-1. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. 3 balls and a strike to count to Moreland.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. A's are gone in order, but they're up 1-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Leading off the inning, it'll be Marcus Semien as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1. High in the air out to center field. Laureano has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see right there that these guys rank 2nd in the AL in that category. Lourdes Gurriel is in for the 2nd time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. Ball and a strike.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball into the concrete staircases and gone. So a solo shot down the line in left. 4th home run for him on the season as the Blue Jays are even now at 1 run apiece.
Well, it took long enough, but they're finally on the board. We might look back at this shot as a spark they needed to make their bats come alive. Then again, it might just be a blip on the radar. We'll see how the rest of the game unfolds.
Into the box, Jonathan Davis. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Pinder is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
The batter.
Now at the plate here is Gabriel Moreno. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you...
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. But a run scores in the inning, and that'll have to be good enough as this solo home run knocks things up. Middle of the night at the Coliseum, all tied at 1-1. Set now for the bottom of the 5th. Digging in now, Ramon Laureano.
Number 22.
First pitch on the way. Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Outside, 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Line drive to left. Davis is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first down.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
1 out, bases empty. And up next, the ever-versatile Chad Pinder. Now the first pitch. Line to second, where it's caught there for out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder, Steven Piscotty.
So that'll bring up Steven Piscotty, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. More from the East Bay right after this. Stepping in now to Oscar Hernandez.
The center fielder.
As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Pinder settles under it, and there's one gone.
Now batting, designated hitter, Randall Grichuk.
And now in the box, Randall Grichuk. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a liner.
But it drops foul down there in the home bullpen area.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And right into the shift. Lowry's got it. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. No surprise based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay to see if they want to challenge the out call. Now the indication from the dugout, and they will use a challenge here. So we'll see what the replay operations center in Manhattan has to say about it.
All right, one last look at it here. The question is there enough evidence to change the call to safe? I think he did beat the throw. This challenge just might work for them.
The decision appears to have been made, and the runner is safe, so the call is overturned. Good challenge there, and they'll maintain the right to do so again later in the game if needed.
The call of out at first base has been overturned, and the battle is safe.
To the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Singled last time up. drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Roll, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
1-0 the count. As a look, now the pitch. Fouled off.
Well, the Blue Jays have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. They're hoping they get it right now. This would sure be a good time.
The 1-1 home. Strike two swinging.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
2-2.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location, and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Full count, 3-2. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Looking up is the center fielder. Still ranging back. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 3-run shot to right center field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as the Jays have opened it up now to 4-1.
Well, with a 3-2 count and only 1 out, he knew that he was probably going to see a pitch in the zone, but he could not have hoped for a better pitch to drive. All aboard the RBI train.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. Gone after 5 1/3 here, as he never really found his groove in this one.
Your attention, please. Now,
New pitcher coming on now, the right-hander Yusmeiro Petit.
Yusmeiro Petit.
So now to the plate, Bo Bichette. And a ball 1-0. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Good cut fastball in there, 1-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. And that misses 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Standing in now, Lourdes Gurriel. Back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
At the plate now is Jonathan Davis. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Comes set with the 0-1. 3 runs already home here. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. Through 5 1/2, it's now 4-1 in favor of the Jays. At the plate is Sean Murphy, and through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
First pitch of the AB now. Down the right field line. That's going to be down for a base hit, possibly more than that. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Now batting.
Man, that's got to sting for the pitcher and his teammates. They just get on the board and are feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so that they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
Striding in is Jed Lowry. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
High in the air down the right field line. Gurriel in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down. And that'll bring up Matt Olson. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Right fielder is on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. The A's strand 1. They trail it 4-1. Digging in will be Gabriel Moreno. He's still hitless in the majors after 2 at-bats. No doubt he'd like to turn that 0 batting average into a .333 here.
Oh, there's definitely some diamonds that fall through the cracks, and this is obviously one of them. You root for guys like this, late-round draft picks that have had to work so hard to get here.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Yeah. 1-1. Oh, that's out.
Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
Fastball just inside.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Piscotty's there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now to the plate, here is Teoscar Hernandez. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. George Springer steps into the on-deck circle now, looking to start something here with 1 gone in the inning. First offering. The 1-0. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Fouled away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And it's fouled away. And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Another full count pitch home. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Stepping in next, Rendell Grichuk. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. He'll try again. 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count. 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, but they lead it 4-1. George Springer will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field, number 4.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Julian Merriweather gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th. Now here's the first offering. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
The count now at 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Another 2-2 offering. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
In now, Mitch Moreland. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Now the 2-0. Merriweather certainly comes at you with the big fastball, but the only knock on it is the apparent lack of control he has over that pitch. Might not always know where it's going, and that can make things a little dicey for pitching coaches.
Matty V, well, we're looking for velo. We're looking for velocity. That's what this guy is. But unfortunately, what comes with him is command and control tends to leave him at times. He can get a lot of swings and misses, a lot of strikeouts, but he can also walk a ton of guys.
3 balls and 2 strikes, a full count to the A's DH.
You know, you don't always have to straight challenge a guy on a 3-2 count. With the 3-run lead, no one on base, this is the perfect situation to do it. No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Mitch Moreland becomes the second out of the bottom of the 7th. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. Count even now at 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Bottom of the 7th inning will go at least 1 plate appearance deeper after the 2-out hit.
The batter, the left fielder, Chad Pinder.
Into the box, Chad Pinder. As the first pitch to him's a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And he fouls this one off. Laureano leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Fouled off. A payoff pitch one more time. Chopped weakly to the left. The next 3-2. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. A runner on first with 2 away. Again, another foul ball. Hit high and deep out to left. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And they'll get a little closer here as the run comes across to score from first. It's now a 4-2 game.
I just think we got a classic misread and a bad jump by the outfielder right there. Love the effort at the end trying to close the gap and make a leaping catch. But that man's standing in scoring position because of a bad initial first step.
Outfielder Steven Piscotty the next to hit. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Popped up. Simeon will put this one away, and the side is retired. But the A's get a run on this RBI double. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 4-2.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher set to take over now. It's the right-hander Sergio Romo that gets the call. New inning set to get underway, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. First offering on its way. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. Romo, once a Minnesota Twin, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A little bit outside. 2-1.
Hey, after those two breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here. Here it is.
Just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Now batting, number 44.
Rowdy Tellez will stand in again as we flash you back here to inning number 6. This was his 3-run home run that's really been the key blow to this point in the ball game. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Head-to-head numbers against Sergio Romo. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? Relay to Olsen, and they turn the double play. So base is empty now after the double play. And stepping up as the shortstop, Bo Bichette. From the stretch. And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. The 1-0 home doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup, so if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2. Skied into straightaway right. Piscotty's there for it, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Blue Jays, but they still lead. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and now it'll be the catcher, Sean Murphy.
Sean Murphy.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. So next to bat will be Elvis Andrus. In his last at bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Andrus in an 0-2 hole here. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. Digging in next, Jed Lowry. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. And it's the outside corner. It's strike 1.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Another 1-2 delivery. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
We've got ourselves an awesome battle going on right here. Bottom line, the guy who's going to win this situation is the guy who executes.
And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the A's. They trail it here 4-2. Lou Trevino enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Lou Trevino.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Marcus Semien. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Santiago Espinal will try to get his club a little ninth inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Here comes the 1-2. Is low and outside for a ball. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The 3-2 pitch. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th. So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Trevino, playing here in his age 29 season. He was selected in the 11th round back in the draft of 2013.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him. And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
2-0 count and the pitch. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
Hey, that's a quality take right there. He knows the pitcher's trying to get him to hit a ground ball and roll 2.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
And a full count now, 3-2. Espinal on at first, nobody out. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
And I'm pretty sure he thought that was a strike. He's thinking, what do I have to do? Put a bow on it? Walk it down and put it in the catcher's glove by myself? I think it got called a little outside, so he has to put it behind him now.
Josh Palacios will get a chance to swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot as he has runners at first and second and nobody out in the inning.
And it's grounded just foul down the line.
He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. Still without a home run and with just the lone RBI. Comes set and the 0-1. Here's a little chopper up the middle, reined in. And he thought about going to second, but he'll go to first instead. Throw by Lowry, and there's the first out.
Now batting.
And now, Gabriel Moreno, 0 for 3 on the day so far. He doesn't seem to have. Alejandro Kirk will be called on to pinch hit now, and he'll do it in a golden RBI spot as he's got 2 men in scoring position with only 1 gone in the inning. First offering. He'll come in here at 263. No home runs as of yet, and 4 RBIs. And it looked like the sinker here, but a good job of knocking this thing down. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Fouled away. Now the 2-1. High in the air out to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And they will tack on another on the sac fly, make it a 5-2 game now.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
From the stretch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Piscotty's there for it. And that ends the inning. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the one. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the A's 2. Santiago Espinal will remain in the game at second base after coming on as a pinch hitter in the last half inning.
Number 5, Santiago.
Josh Palacios will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Alejandro Kirk will stay in the ballgame, taking over the catching duties behind the plate. Ready now is Matt Olson. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch on the way. And it's fouled away. Kirby Yates takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 39, Kirby Yates.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2-1 to the A's first baseman. Set and the 2-1 pitch to 2-2 now.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
At the plate, Matt Chapman. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Palacios is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Next to hit is Mitch Moreland. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed. And now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Last strike now for Oakland. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Into the corner and slicing foul. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and they know this is going to be a tough stretch on the road. To win the first game of a series has got to feel pretty good. Something to build on for tomorrow.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Toronto Blue Jays rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Trent Thornton earns his first win of the season. Kirby Yates closes the door for the save, his 5th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans are Final Line Sports.